Hello my friends, and welcome back to the rabbit hole, and welcome to another Speed Reviews. I think this is going to be a really fun one. We've got skincare, we've got makeup, we've got hair care, we've got eyeglasses in today's video. As always, there are timestamps and links in the description box below, so you can feel free to jump around to whatever section piques your interest, and without further ado, we do have a lot to cover, so let's get into it. I figure the best place to start today's video is with skincare, so I want to update you on that little Stylovana short that I did. I made a haul with Stylovana. It was part of the NS half deals, and I grabbed a kit from Thank You Farmer. I absolutely love this moisturizer. It's called the Rice Pure Gel and Cream, and listen, here's the thing about this. So it does have a cream portion to it and a gel in the same packaging. And I was a little worried that since I do have much more of a dry skin type, I was worried that I might not like it as much. I might just use the cream. But actually, the combo is amazing. It's amazing how much control this gives you. You can, decide how much of the cream do I want, how much of the gel do I want. But I've been surprised by how much I've been using a bit of both. They work together so well. And yes, there are times where I reach for more of the gel and a little bit of the cream, usually in the mornings. And then at night, I'll grab a little bit more of the cream and less of the gel. And it's so fun to use this. Have you all heard that word, skintertainment? I don't know how I feel about skintellectual and skinfluencer and skintertainment, but nonetheless, I feel like I do get it because this is actually a really fun product to use, and it is fragrance-free as well. This just doesn't have any scent. It does have a little bit more of a glow factor to it. This is relevant because we're going to talk about a very dry skin friendly cream later that it doesn't look glowy on. It looks almost more matte. This one leaves your skin looking glowy. I love this so much. Sorry for my enthusiasm. I won't have that with every product in this video. I just can't believe how much I like this. Thank You Farmer, who talks about that brand? But this had a handful of good reviews, so I decided to try it, and I'm so glad I did. I would like to fly through a quick update with the Haru Haru Black Rice Moisture Airy Fit Daily Sunscreen. You may have seen me apply this last week. My apologies if this is repetitive for any of you, as I did reply to some people with what I'm about to say here. But if you saw that video, I was kind of taken aback by how sticky this felt on my skin. It genuinely felt sticky, and it really surprised me because so few things do. So I was talking to some of you in the comments, and I said it might be because Haru Haru does say that this is designed for oily skin types, so I wonder if there's some kind of interaction going on as me, a person with dry skin, uses this. But the other thing I want to say is, since it's sticky, I had a sneaking suspicion that I would like it under makeup. And I do. So now that I've discovered that, this will be a sunscreen that I reach for under makeup, but I don't think I'm going to reach for it without makeup. It just took a little bit too long for that sticky sensation to die down. I would say about 20 to 30 minutes of my skin feeling sticky. And I even tried this on my body where I had absolutely no other products. It still felt sticky. I don't understand. That is great in a primer, but I don't want that to be the very last thing that I put on my face when I'm just, not wearing anything else. It's just too strange of a feeling. So I have to say I have more mixed feelings about this than I initially thought I would. I thought I was just gonna absolutely love this. But yeah, not gonna be one I reach for unless I'm wearing makeup. Cocokind sent me a few products in PR. I don't have a lot of PR for this video, just Cocokind and Alter Ego, but I do want to make sure to talk about Cocokind's products. So they actually sent me some products I have already tried. The Ceramide Barrier Serum, I will reiterate with this, I do like this, but it almost reminds me of my experience with Beekman 1802. When this goes well for my skin, it is great. 5 kinds of ceramides, beta-glucan, beautiful ingredients list. But when it doesn't, I tomato. Yes, tomato is a verb now. It is used for those of us with sensitive skin to express what happens to us when we have a reaction. Have any of you tomatoed? And in the ingredients I have up on the screen, I think I did highlight the PHA and AHA in this product. I'm not sure if this is designed to be an exfoliating product. Those could be in this product for different purposes, but nonetheless, it might explain why sometimes I can't use this. It's not always just when my skin is compromised. It also happens close to using retinol products or retinoid products, just like with Beekman 1802. So it perplexes me as a product. When it works, it's great. When it doesn't, ouch. And they also sent me another oil to milk cleanser. I have complicated feelings on this one. I know I tried a sample of this a long time ago, and I remember really liking it. I actually felt like it was one of few of these kind of cleansing balm in a tube where I felt like it actually removed makeup. So I was excited to try it again. I used it to remove makeup, and I looked in the mirror after cleansing with this, and I just kind of felt like, wow, that was like using a cleansing balm that doesn't really remove makeup. So I don't know what happened. Did the product change? Did my skin change? Was I wearing a lot more makeup than I was in the past? I don't know, but I'm very perplexed by that. Nonetheless, I still think this does have a place because it does, for me, remove sunscreen. Like I was saying with the Haru Haru sunscreen, I don't wear makeup every single day, so this is great for removing sunscreens. But I have to say, it just surprised me that it wasn't what I remembered in terms of removing makeup. They sent over the Resurrection Polypeptide Cream. This one, it's using a very different peptide formula. It's actually using something called, I have it in the ingredients list. I forget what it's called, but that's the patented name for the 3 different ingredients that it constitutes, and it's supposed to be a kind of alternative to a retinoid. And according to the company, specifically in terms of how it boosts collagen production in the skin. So I started using this, and I do really, really like this. You can see how much I've used of this. Now, this is a thick cream that is very clearly designed for dry skin. And I think I already mentioned this earlier. It looks like it's a little bit more almost matte on your skin. It's so interesting to me that you can have a formula here where the second ingredient is an oil, and yet it feels mattifying almost. It just always comes down to formulation, always. Anyway, I absolutely love this, and I like that it is much more affordable. Now, I will say, honestly, this is not the absolute most cosmetically elegant moisturizer I've found, but if you are looking for a budget-friendly dry skin moisturizer with collagen boosting properties, I do think this might be a good option. And possibly even more so than that, a product that I'd never even heard of. The Ceramide Recovery Balm. Now it says right here on the front of this tube, occlusive barrier for dry skin. Tell me more, Cocokind, and they do. They say that this is a product you can use for slugging. So there you go, a petroleum industry-free alternative to using something like Vaseline, and it feels so wonderful, and it really does stay this thick occlusive sensation on your skin throughout the whole night. It is incredible for repair. Because again, I think a lot of, the magic of using Vaseline all over your face, it's not really the ingredient as much as it is what that ingredient does on your skin. I don't know if I explained that very well. I think I got it. The physical properties more so than the chemical properties. Maybe. Meaning it's really about that layer so that your skin can repair itself underneath that occlusive layer. And you do actually get that from this balm with a little bit of added ceramide, and again, without any of the petroleum-derived products. I think that's a fascinating alternative. I'm just sad that it's not on the Ulta website. You will have to get this from the Cocokind website. But it's amazing. It's really well done. Probably my favorite out of all 4 of them. And one more product for our skincare section. I want to share with you a product that what did I haul this in? Urban Outfitters. I got a great deal on the Hyper Even Gentle Brightening Cleansing Gel. I don't think I tried it at the point at which I hauled it, but now I have, and oh my goodness, I have good things to say about this. I apologize, I don't have a video using this because for the most part I've given this to Ara, but it's kind of one of the highest compliments. She is incredibly picky with everything. So anyway, the story here is she had a favorite cleanser, and it was the Kate Somerville Exfoliate cleanser. That was her favorite. She said she loved how it left her skin really soft. Well, she finished that off, and I said, let's find you something from my collection, please. And after a lot of product rejections, we have finally found one, and it is this cleanser right here. Again, like I was talking about with the Thank You Farmer and how it's really fun and enjoyable to use, that is the first point that this product gets. It is a really fun texture. It's gelatinous. It might not look appealing on camera now that I think about it, but it actually is quite fun to use. It just feels so nice on your skin. You know, I watched her use this and I found it so interesting that she never needed to be told what I figured out. I guess she just intuitively knew this. She used the tiniest amount of this cleanser and then added water and foamed it up off her face, and then she washes her face with it. And she says this one is a very softening cleanser. It really doesn't have a lot of smell to my nose. I do need to tell you, the ingredients list on the Sephora website is super incorrect. I couldn't even find it on their website, but I did take a picture of this and I copy and pasted it so you all can see the ingredients on this. It does have some grapefruit peel oil in it, but again, if you're okay with wash-offs, that might work for a greater number of people. I guess it faintly smells like grapefruit. It's very light though. My little word of warning with this cleanser is to use it the way she did. Definitely don't use too much of this, because I feel like it's another one where if you do use a lot, especially on dry skin, and then add the water to your face, it does actually feel a little drying. So use that method, little tiny bit, add the water, foam, then apply to face. Is that how people apply cleanser, Alice? I would love to watch that. Someone just throws their cleanser onto their face. You'd watch that. I don't know if I can ever really convey in video form how amazing it is to find a product that Aura likes. She's just so picky. So many cleansers that I've really liked have been eliminated for her for one reason or another. See, that's the thing. She has this list of bullet points that a product has to check, and if it doesn't check just one of those, nope, it will not do. Do you like story times? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to include a quick story here. If you don't like story times, I will always make sure to have these at the end of a section, so just jump ahead. Just jump to the next timestamp. Wait, it'll be that way for you, right? That way, I think. But if you do want to hear a story time, let me tell you a lot about Aura's personality in very few words. So I was watching and my personality. I was watching a Khadija Imbo video, and somewhere in the video, she was asking, what 3 fictional characters do you relate to? In fact, answer that in the comment section below. What 3 fictional characters do you relate to? Don't worry if it takes you a while to figure it out. It took me a while. Mine are Miss Frizzle. I don't feel like any of you will be surprised by that. Alice in Wonderland. It's a bit regrettably, though. I didn't choose this. Life chose it for me. You know that iceberg model where there's parts of your personality that you show, like Miss Frizzle and Alice in Wonderland, and then there's the kind of submerged portion that people really have to get to know you to know? That's Tigger. Oh, I'm definitely Tigger, but I do suppress it. It comes out the most in the mornings and in the evenings, you know, in that kind of semi-conscious state. Y'all, I have never in my life, true story, never needed an alarm clock in the morning. I will always wake up before the alarm clock, always. I get so excited in the mornings, I just jump out of bed. I'm so excited for the sun to rise because it's 4 a.m. It's a new day, and I really love days. You see, this is probably a lot to be around. You see why I suppress it once I have my coffee and realize, tone it down. Tone it down. Not everybody is as excited for the new day as you are. So I asked this question to Aura. I just sent it to her by text, and I'm expecting it to take her a while to figure it out. It took me 15-30 minutes to decide on my 3 fictional characters. Well, I see the little 3 dots, right? And I'm thinking, okay, I'll wait for her to figure it out. And then immediately, the text message comes through. She knew what her 3 characters were, and I must say, it was so spot on. She said, Gandalf the White, the shark from Jaws, which I don't get because I've never seen Jaws, and Eeyore. I love so much that we both have a Winnie the Pooh character. We're Eeyore and Tigger over here, and you know, somehow it does make sense, doesn't it? We don't see enough of the interaction between Eeyore and Tigger, but I bet they do really balance each other out very nicely. A really quick hair product, really quickly, because I posted about this to Instagram. The Bedhead Lightheaded Flexible Hold Hairspray. I feel so betrayed by this. I talked in my post about how I saw people saying in the reviews that this can was leaking for them. Well, I've been over here all this time going, oh, it's actually great. It's compressed. You have a smaller bottle, but the same amount of product. It's going great for me. And then I make that post, and what do you think happens a few days later? Did you do this on purpose? Did you know? I went to spray it, and I don't know what happened, but it was all over my hand, just dripping down my hand. And I don't really get it, because I used it after that, and it didn't happen, but I will say, the reviewers saying that they were having problems with the nozzle, apparently they weren't wrong, you know? Apparently that can happen with this product, so heads up on this. Hopefully I get this video up before the Ulta 50% off sale, but I've decided not to repurchase it. My quest for a hairspray that I can still brush my hair with, it continues. Let's go ahead and move on to the makeup section. I do want to do just some really quick updates on eyeliner first. So I know I hauled the Benefit They're Real Extreme Precision Liner also in my Urban Outfitters haul. I have been trying to figure out why I love this so much, and I finally realized it when I looked on the Sephora website, where they say that this is actually a brush tip. I'll have a better picture up. Yeah, I've noticed that I have ridiculous precision with this. I can get such a fine wing. This is a bad example of that because I'm not wearing winged liner today, but when I do, you know, sometimes it's just so hard to get that perfect flick and that perfect point, and I was noticing this works so stinking well. This is really the first time it's ever clicked for me, because the only one I tried before this was Kat Von D's, and I didn't like that one. But I don't think it's because I didn't like the brush tip, I think it's because that one dries out too quickly. Whereas this one is going, well, how long has it been since I did that video? 6 weeks, maybe? Something like that. And I bought this from the drugstore. I don't always share my drugstore hauls. I should do that more. I made a Revlon haul from CVS just this week. I should share those more. But I decided to buy more of the Rimmel Scandal Eyes. I talked myself into this. In my makeup favorites that I did, I talked about how Rimmel was my absolute favorite for the waterline. So I decided to buy the black color for tight lining. And what? This is so good. Nobody ever talks about Rimmel. Nobody talks about Rimmel. You see Maybelline, L'Oreal, ColourPop. Nobody talks about Rimmel. And this little Scandal Eyes, which is often $4 or less, is very, very good. Let's do this Alter Ego palette next. This was sent to me actually before it released. It is their new Midsummer palette. I'm sorry, I've got a story with this too. I'll make it brief though. Okay, so this showed up, and with Alter Ego, they never tell you what they're duping. I kind of feel like it might be a gray area for the company to admit it's a dupe. So they never say it's a dupe, but they do send it out, and people figure out what it's a dupe of, right? So I got this in the mail, I opened this up, and I knew what this was duping. This has never happened because I don't buy as much eyeshadow anymore, so all the other palettes they've sent me, I've been like, what's it duping? Let's see if somebody on Instagram has figured it out. But this one, I knew because I have that palette. It's one that I got in PR. Again, the only reason I have it. And it's the Anastasia Novo palette. Oh my gosh, I was so excited. This is the first time I've ever been able to actually do a side-by-side of one of Alter Ego's dupes with the real palette. And I'll just go ahead and put up on the screen the clips that I recorded of kind of all of the steps. I did this more for myself, but I see no reason not to put it in the video as well so you can see. It is shocking how similarly these two both apply and look and wear. That being a very important part. I feel like some of the older dupes didn't wear very well. They would kind of fade faster through the day. I cannot tell a difference at the end of the day. In the look that I showed you, I used some of the shades where I felt I saw the biggest difference. So let me try to convey that better in swatch form. So this will be the Midsummer palette from Alter Ego, and this the Anastasia. That's the shade Wings from the Nouveau palette, and Dew from Midsummer. So you can kind of see that you get a lot more of this silver payoff. However, you can build it up with Alter Ego. That was probably the biggest one I noticed. It took more building with that shade. And then the other one is this kind of pinky gold. This is Festival from the Midsummer palette, and Lily from the Anastasia Nouveau. Those actually look pretty similar once swatched. So anyway, I'm happy with this. I will now be passing this along. I just don't see a reason to keep this. I will be happy to delight somebody, one of my friends, with this palette because it's a nice palette, but I see no reason to keep this when, for me, this is the same thing. Without a name on it that I still, feel a little funny about. A little funny. Anyway, if you are interested in this, I still have a code. It's Alice10. It's not an affiliate code, but feel free to use it if you'd like a 10% off discount. Has my tongue been orange this entire video? There's always something. There's always something that gives away my secret of being a little bit of a hot mess. As promised, I am dying to share some glasses with you. Now listen, if you don't need eyeglasses, feel free to stop the video here. Thank you for watching. But if you do wear glasses, I have got to share this with you because truly, I have not liked wearing glasses up until about a month ago. So let me tell you the story. I'm going to do my best to give the abridged story, but the truth is I've been wearing glasses since 6th grade. Back in the 90s, it was not cool to wear glasses, and because I was very poor, back when I got my glasses, and they have all these glasses all over the entire store, and I had, I think, maybe Wick, something like that. We go in with that and they say, okay, so here's the 3 pairs of glasses you can choose from. All of them were super not trendy in the 90s when I think that was the start of the smaller glasses, right? So I had to get these big, huge glasses that are trendy now. Oh, I was so picked on. I was so picked on. Gen Z, I really like you all. I really like you all. I love that you're not viewing these big glasses as something bad, because why would you? Why was this ever a thing in the 90s? Oh, you need vision correction? Enjoy being made fun of for the entire duration of your middle and high school experience. Why did it have to be that way? Anyway, it's neither here nor there. I'm just glad that time in my life is over. So as an adult who wore contact lenses, you always need to have a backup pair of glasses, and I discovered that since my prescription wasn't too strong, and I think this is important, my prescription was somewhere between -2 and -3, I could order glasses online. I did $39 glasses, I did Warby Parker, I did Coastal glasses, I did Zenni, I have done all of them. I landed on Zenni for a couple of years, and I don't regret it. Zenni was a good company, but I did notice that Zenni's been raising their prices. They just keep going up and up. And you really notice it when you start getting into, the mid-index lenses. That's when the price of your glasses starts going up. So I started buying instead from I Buy Direct. And it's funny to think back to this and realize that I was buying crappy glasses, but I just kind of tolerated this because, again, they were just backup glasses. But they would always break. They would always break in the middle at some point, and it was, fine because it was time to buy more glasses. My Zenni glasses did not do that, but my I Buy Direct glasses, they always broke. This is the year where I had it with I Buy Direct. I ordered my 2 pairs of glasses. You always have to get 2 because if you buy one, you kind of get screwed in the pricing. The second one is practically free. So I bought my 2 pairs of glasses. Here's one of them. The other one is very dead. Yeah, this is my second pair that I just bought from I Buy Direct. It's cool. I love that for me. Got a replacement. Same thing happened. Had to fight for a refund. I Buy Direct was trying to tell me that because I'd already had a replacement, I wasn't eligible for a refund. And I'm like, you have to send me products as described. This this doesn't, negate the refund policy. It doesn't. I hate that we as customers have to be aware of our buying laws. Yeah, you do not have to stand for this. You can get a refund, always. I still got screwed in the refund because the second pair was the deal, so I have this $50 pair of glasses. Anyway, but I realized I don't want to buy from iBuyDirect anymore, so I started looking around at other companies that I'd mostly seen advertised. I had seen firmoo as well as zeelool talked about a lot, and a lot of people had received free glasses from these companies, so I was watching some reviews, and I just found myself thinking, I want to try these. They're both really inexpensive options. I want to give it a go. And here's the thing. I love both pairs of glasses, so I'm so glad that I bought these, because since buying these glasses, I feel like I have a whole new perspective on glasses. It's actually fun to wear these, and they feel so nice. It's almost like the frog in the boiling pot of water. I don't think I was realizing how poor the quality of my iBuyDirects was getting. I don't know if you'll really be able to see this on camera, but these are both plastic glasses. These iBuyDirect frames, as well as even the lenses. iBuyDirect only does 1.59 polycarbonate. I could go off on this for a long time because I really put in the research, as you know I can do. But anyway, these are 1.59, these are 1.61, and these cost me $28 for glasses that feel this much nicer. Let me just show you the try-on. So the firmoo glasses that I bought, this is kind of a style that I've seen a lot of people have these days. It's the wire with the kind of geometric shape to it. These feel so nice. They're actually lightweight, they're comfortable, they fit well. It's a bigger fit, but I love how much I can see. And I was able to upgrade to 1.61. Firmoo has 1.61 MR8 Flex, something like that. Whatever it is, it's a little bit more expensive, but honestly so worth it. Can you see how thin and nice this frame, or the lens itself is? Again, compared to the 1.59 polycarbonate, which I didn't even realize. Again, because I've only ever worn glasses as backup, I didn't realize how much I was getting weird distortion in the edges of my glasses. Anyway, and then from zeelool, this is what made me realize that I think I love glasses now. I bought a really fun pair, and I thought I was not going to want to wear these around. I am actually wearing these all the time. I bought black and pink glasses, which it's perfect for my Miss Frizzle, Alice in Wonderland, Tigger personality. I love them so much. They're so fun, and I just keep getting compliments on these. I'm not made fun of anymore. Long story short, I'm done with iBuyDirect. I know some people do well with them, but I don't know, maybe it's just a stroke of bad luck and bad quality. Anyway, I'm done with iBuyDirect, but I definitely do recommend both of these companies. I'll tell you a little more about the differences. So firmoo does seem to have a little bit of higher prices. But they also do send you a nice case. It doesn't actually come with the NASA sticker on it. I put that there. I wanted to be able to say I have a space case. See? Tigger. They also have, I would say, more of the really on-trend styles, more like this. And I think my total with them was about $35. $35. I made a referral code if you want 50% off your order, which is what I did on my first order. My code is RABBITHOLE. I got it last night. I wrote them. Anybody can sign up. You get kind of a generic code. So I saw that they say you can reach out and have your code changed. And I was going, it has to be RABBITHOLE. It has to be. And then with zeelool, again, the prices are typically a little lower. They're even running a Memorial Day sale, so they have glasses down to $3. But if you are buying prescription glasses, you're going to need to add $5 for prescription lenses. And then again, for me, this is 1.61. It is an extra $10 more, or you can go with $15 more for UV protection, which I recommend. I would never recommend the blue light blocking glasses. That's a big thing with all the online glasses companies. As a researcher, I've read the research and I am not convinced by it. I am not. If you're worried about blue light, set your phone at night to night mode. That is my recommendation. I don't think you need blue light blocking, but I do think UV blocking is a good idea. So for me, that means, $23 would be the minimum for glasses. But zeelool also always has a lot of coupons, so I think I paid $28. As for zeelool's selection, I would say as a whole, they're more adventurous. They have a lot of the thicker plastic frames with all kinds of really interesting designs. And again, for as fun as these are, I almost regret not getting something more fun. I feel like I'm going to go back for more glasses because I'm really loving them for the first time in my life. How did I never know this? It's like putting on a wig or changing your hair color or changing your eyeshadow. How did I never notice this? You can have so much fun with your glasses. It doesn't just have to be more basic. You can have fun with it. But my friends, that brings us to the end of another Speed Reviews. Thank you so much for watching. As always, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed today's video. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week, and I will see you all next time.